Hey guys, what's up? Ian here from Mid-America Prep. Thanks for tuning in and watching another video on the trailer remodel series here. So I have got quite a bit of work done here in the trailer. Unfortunately, I have run into some roadblocks in my day-to-day life. You know, I have a full-time job, I'm a full-time husband, I'm a full-time dad, and sometimes things in life just don't line up to get other things done. While this is a top priority, my family is above that, and just below that is my work to support everything through the entire pyramid. Anyways, it's coming along nicely. I'm trying to dedicate as much time to the remodel portion of this as I can, but doing so appropriately, so I can spend the appropriate amount of time with my family. So I haven't had the time to actually make the videos about this trailer that I wanted to. I wanted to make trailers about each portion. I wanted to make a video about, you know, doing these cabinets and stuff. But, you know what, it's not a big deal. I'm not worried about it. You guys have seen them before, and I'll probably get some more, you know, in-between stuff, but it's going to be more of a before video and then the after video. Anyways, on top of that, my new plan in life, as in my work schedule, basically I will be working 6 to 7 days straight, and then I get 8 to 9 days off. Yes, I enjoy having a job that I can do that in, and it's very inconvenient at the time, but the time off is going to be nice, so I can get stuff done in this trailer and the future homestead. And I've had some people actually ask about the home, the property build and the home process. It is moving along at the pace of a snail at one point, and then the other is it's just flying through. So we own the land. You know, the land is in our name. It is moving right along on that side of it. The downside of the whole land or the home building process right now is, well, one of our bids. The contractor, I feel like the contractor is probably going to be a little steep on his price, which he was. Maybe a little bit too much out. And so we're on the search for another contractor to help us hopefully save some money in the home building process. And like I said, I bought this camper so I could travel to the homestead site, to the build site, to the property, and I could do stuff on the property in the meantime. Something I haven't got out there to you guys is the video over my tractor. I'll get that sometime. I don't have it here right now. It is put away in a shed. So I will eventually get a video over the tractor, and we'll be, you know, talking about it and doing all kinds of fun projects with it. But there's some things I got to get done here within the next month and a half. So I have to get that tractor to the property, and I have to get things going. Otherwise, I'm going to be tight on time for winter. Like I was going to say here at the beginning, you know, I live here in Kansas, and literally Kansas is, if you don't like the weather, wait a little bit, wait a couple minutes, and it'll change. So the other day I woke up 7 o'clock in the morning, it was 75 degrees. Walked out of my my job 2 or 3 hours later, and it was 40 degrees. Northwest of me and in Nebraska, there was snow coming down. Out in Colorado right now, I mean, a couple days ago in Denver, it was like 80 degrees, and 2 days ago it was 15. Then, you know, within 18 hours. So, you know, we live here in the Midwest, and it's that's how it is. Unfortunately, that's kind of fighting against me and my plans to get things done on the new property build. So I can only do so much in the cold weather when I don't have all my resources in one place. So I have resources here, I have resources 3 hours away in the complete opposite direction of where I need to be going. So that's a downfall and something I'll have to deal with later on. But anyways, let's get an update and see what's going on with the trailer. Alright, so here's what I have done, and I'm going to be doing some more today. As you can see here, this is gray. It looks great. All All the walls are painted white. I thought about doing something different, but I'm not worried about it. I'll go back and touch stuff up later. But anyways, these aren't done yet. This is like some really cheap chalk paint. I hate it. A little bit of moisture, and that stuff comes right off, and it's not the greatest stuff. It wasn't sealed appropriately. It didn't seal appropriately, so yeah, I'm having to deal with that. Anyways, I have got the base coat on my tables, on the tabletops, and then the counter. I've got the next step to go on here. But basically what I'm doing is like a false marble look on the tables and stuff. It's going to look a little girly, but I'm not too awful worried. It's not done yet. Basically what I did was a enamel, or black enamel paint for the base layer, and then I took and used the same paint for that and sponged it around, as you can kind of see the pattern there. And then I've got a darker gray which will go on top of that, and then I'll use the same black on top of that, and I'm going to clear coat it with a polyurethane, which it may or may not be the way to do it, but it's better than here. This is what the counters look like, or the tabletops. It's better than that, I think. That looks just sandy. You know, after I did all that, I kind of got upset with myself. I should have just went with a brown and tan paint job, because the windows are brown. I mean, everything is accented in brown and everything. It's not a big deal, but I guess it would have made more sense to do that. But the front is completely painted. Sorry, here. The front is completely painted. I got a little bit more to do on this. I removed this so I could do the floor underneath it. I've got the countertop there to do just like this right here. And then I will start moving backwards. Over here, I'm in a dilemma. I'm probably just going to keep it white from here on up and then do everything else gray. And I have this really cool slate stuff I told you guys about in my last video. Look at this. This is clay stone tiles. It goes on like regular ceramic tile. I'm going to have to cut it to make it fit appropriately because there's a big gap back there. But look at that. I think that'll look really well with this paint job. And I apologize too. That humming is the inverter down there. The 12-volt inverter to run all the electronics inside. So you might be able to just be able to hear it there. Anywho, I have got new faucets for the sink up here. I kept this faucet the same, but we'll go back here into the bathroom. And I've got a new shower head, is here ready to be installed. I'm not going to do anything here. I'm probably just going to seal these holes up. This isn't the greatest stuff, goodness people. I just wish they would quit being cheap making these things. I know I had to knock them out, but I've got a new stainless steel Oxygenics, I think that's what it's called, shower head with the on-off, new hose, new spigot. Not really, I guess it's a spigot, not really a faucet because there's no faucet. This one does have the faucet down here, but I'm going to go ahead and just replace that. And then I got a new stainless faucet for that, and I'm going to go ahead and paint the sink. Oh god, I can't even do a camera today. I'm going to paint the sink with the tub and tile paint, and also paint the tub. I guess I could go ahead and I could remove the tub. It's really not that hard to remove, but I think it would just be too much to remove. All the plumbing is right there, but I'm not going to worry about it. And then of course I'll finish out the bathroom just like I would the other part of the camper. I am getting a new toilet though. I guess I don't need it, but it's short. And they're only about $100 for a Thetford toilet. So $100 for a toilet that will be much taller for, you know, tall people and older people later on. Why not? I go ahead and do it. It's a cheap camper, and to make it a little bit more comfortable for me later on, I'll keep it that way. Freezer needs to be cleaned, but it is cold. I shut it off every night and prop these open. But I keep it on when the power's on just to cycle it through. Thing's nice and silent. That's awesome. I have yet to test the propane in the camper. By lighting it, I have turned the propane bottles on and listened for sound, and it works just as it should. Man, there's so many things that I've done that I need to complete the other portion of it. That would be like this top half, the hatch. I have yet to do that. I haven't had the time because I've had to pull it out here, put it in here, pull it out of here, put it in here, and I need to take the time and get this front half painted. It's good for support, because if you can see that there, I don't know if I'm moving too much, but this thing is supposed to be able to hold a person, and I feel like that's BS. So I'm going to be using this for storage for a couple of different things. This counter up here, which, like I said, has that door, comes down and it sits out to about here, so it's a twin size mattress or so. I'm going to actually use this right up here for well, rifle storage. I'm going to put a gun rack in there for when I'm in the camper. I'm not going to keep it on the property so it can get stolen if it were to get broken into. But I'm going to put rifle storage in there and a security system hub. That'll be over here. And that's really the only major things I'm not going to be using now that are here. So I'm extremely excited for it. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of this tape up. I used the sensitive, or the tape that should come off just fine within like the 60 days. I use it in some places and it's not coming off, so I have to go ahead and be delicate and not rip this paper up here, because this is just like a paper covering on that wood. It'll rip if I do too much to it, and so I don't want to do a bunch of weird cover up on that. I'm going to do some trim painting on between the colors here, and then I'm going to keep on moving along, getting stuff done so I can make some progress in this thing. I'm beyond done on this camper, but it needs to be done, and I'm excited for it. So anyways, keep calm and carry on, guys. Stay safe. I'll make another video on the next update, which hopefully will include this all being painted and the backsplash being up. See you later.